guys, it's Summers here and welcome to another episode of my F1 2019 career mode series with Alfa Romeo and Marcus Ericsson. He didn't actually leave the team in 2019 in this alternate version of the timeline. We're here in Austria at round 9 of the championship in the first season, and things are going along quite nicely at the moment. The circuits where I've done exceptionally well have been ones that tend to suit my driving style, Bahrain and Canada being the standouts of those. We've had some other decent performances throughout and some really dog awful ones as well, if I'm honest. But here we are in the hills in Austria, looking to try to capitalise on perhaps some good running throughout free practice. So what I'm going to do, guys, in this first part of qualifying is I'm going to choose the medium tyre, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I've kind of had quite a bit of success throughout free practice in terms of where my car lies in the pecking order. So going to give it a go with the medium tyre to start with, put in a banker lap and see how we can progress through the field in terms of running out there on the medium tyre. It does mean that we have to protect the tyre a little bit more in the opening part of the lap, so we don't do too much damage to the tyre. Well, that's that lap abandoned. Let's go again. 1077 from Vettel. Well, let's have a grass cut now. Well, that ain't going to do us any favours. Should have learnt my lesson about running over that curb. So now we're going to have to go for the soft tyre option. We've been off the plan of trying it out on the mediums and head straight out onto the softs. Let's try and get a lap in. Pressure's on even more there though in reality, because we've chucked away some of our time, so we're currently 20th. The soft and medium tyre around here have such a massive delta compared to one another in the way that the car behaves, the way it feels. It's more exaggerated than I think I've seen it anywhere else so far. Perhaps it's because it's such a short lap. It really does bring the braking zones closer to you. We're purple in sector 1. Some time there to that corner. Been purple in sector 2 in the past, and as we are now, and that was a terrible bit of corner there. So much more time on the board here that we could take. Scruffy in places. It has managed to put us on pole position so far. So let's box. Seeing as we've got plenty of the soft tyres available to us and our ERS deployment is looking rather weak. There's still 7 minutes left on the clock, and currently we are quickest in both sectors 1 and sectors 2. Max Verstappen much quicker in sector 3 though, so that goes to prove just how much lap time there is available out there. A 1:07.021 is the theoretical best lap time, and we are 6/10 off of that. So I expect these times here to ramp up significantly towards the end of the qualifying session. So I think we do need to get ourselves out there again shortly. Track's quite clear at the moment, according to the data here. There's 5 cars out on track, so perhaps now's the best time to get out there. Jeff telling us that we're doing a great job as we're much higher up the field than was anticipated. Well, yeah, pole position as it stands is much better than anybody would expect for an Alfa, but we do have to remember that we've put a significant amount of effort into improving the car recently, and we have a monumental upgrade coming for the German Grand Prix, which is going to drag us even further towards the front end of the field. Right, let's get out there, let's get a lap on the board. Let's see if we can make up some of the time that we've lost in Sector 3. I think that time that we're looking at on the Delta there just goes to prove how much time there is out there. Currently sitting in second, just behind Sebastian Vettel, with Vettel pulling a big one out of the locker into Sector 3, which has managed to just haul him above us. So that would mean that we would start on the front row alongside Sebastian Vettel, which I would suggest is quite magnificent for Alfa Romeo. I'm expecting somebody else to pop a quick time in any second now, just to
and with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today: Vettel, Leclerc and Max Verstappen.
Okay, so as we can see there, we did get jumped in the penultimate laps. Both Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen was better than us there. 2/10 though off of Vettel, which is not bad considering it was still a very scruffy lap, especially in the third sector. So more than happy with that. We took into the race the best set of tyres condition wise, because I abandoned that second stint to make some improvements on our race scenario. So let's advance through to the race. Let's see how we can get on at the Austrian Grand Prix.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Blue, Valtteri Bottas, and Gasly, Hamilton, Perez, Norris, and Daniel Kvyat.
Okay, so Raikkonen's basically got himself up a couple of grid slots. He's up to 12th. Can't do anything about the fuel load. Minimum we can take on board here is 21.7 laps, even though it's an 18 lap race, and clearly we're going to go with the high tyre management option of the soft tyre out onto the medium. Let's get things underway and see how we can do in the Austrian Grand Prix. Inside of Verstappen, he won't be happy about that. Leclerc next up. Good traction out of there. Just drove straight past him. He's making a comeback though. Defend that line, try and pull a gap and maybe attack Vettel at the same time. Vettel's starting to gap us a little bit. drag it another Ferrari. No grass there. Got super traction compared to the Works Ferrari here. It was a bit wide through the final turn there, but okay, Vettel will have DRS against us now though as well. This is where we need to start to pull the gap. Raikkonen is 8.6 seconds behind us apparently, so we're definitely pulling a gap to him. Can we live with the pressure that the Ferraris and Max Verstappen are going to be able to put onto us is more the problem here. Okay, dive bomb there from Vettel, so we can retake our position here off of him, even though he's got DRS. Got Leclerc trying to also pull a similar manoeuvre, but we've managed to outbrake the pair of them and get DRS into the bargain. Suspect he's going to have another go here under DRS. Yes, tacks us down the inside, get on the switchback. Again, great traction out that corner. We're managing to stay with him even though he's got DRS. I'm in a bit of a management phase here, where the Ferraris are much quicker than us now. Look at the fuel mix, how we're dropping fuel. We're going to have to go into a fuel save mode as well. P3, we're still one place up on where we started this race. Ferraris holding each other up. Let's capitalise. It's a tight move, let's say. Deep into that. the inside again. It's okay because we can get him on the switchback. Sure, he just tagged the back of him. So Jeff telling me that we're monitoring wear on the ICE. Been told to pick this lap and push now. I actually think we might actually be better going a lap longer. Stay out here for another lap. Okay, so everybody else has done the same. They've all stayed out as well. I expected them to go in. It's worth our while doing yet another stop, another lap. Aside from the could have done with that. We could have done with that VSC just as we were coming into the pits, which I think we're going to do now. Having just lost a position out to Max Verstappen, who's decided he is going into the pit lane, so we're not gonna. Let's see if we can put a bonsai lap in. Right, Little's pitting. We're going the opposite. Right, let's hope that this stop doesn't push us too far out of the field. Right, so let's put us back in third place. Fuel's looking a bit a little bit iffy at this stage though. Bottas behind us in fourth place. Where's one of the Ferraris gone? Three laps to go. Bottas is definitely closing in on us. And Jeff telling me that the turbocharger is on its last legs apparently. There's Valtteri Bottas looking for that podium from us. reckon Bottas has got a lot more fuel than us left. Change for the lead. Verstappen is running out of fuel. Wow. We have just got a third place in an Alfa Romeo as Marcus Ericsson. That is absolutely bonkers. So guys, how about that? A third place in an Alfa Romeo, starting from 4th position, held off Valtteri Bottas at stages, did actually lead the race at points as well, but obviously the fuel was critical. I had to kind of hold back on that side of things. Altitude obviously not being the friend here around the Austrian Grand Prix, so we only finished 3.4 seconds off of Sebastian Vettel, which I think is an exceptional achievement for Marcus Ericsson in the Alfa Romeo. And as we can see, our teammate there, Kimi Raikkonen, also bagged himself a 9th place finish. So that means in the standings at the moment, we currently lie 7th with 42 points. Obviously quite a massive gap between us and some of those ahead of us, but the most important part is actually the Constructors' Championship, which we're now leading by quite a bit in Formula B. We have 51 points in comparison to Racing Point's 37 points, which clearly means that we're going to have to try to defend that position. So I hope you've enjoyed that race. I certainly did. The Alfa was performing particularly well around that particular circuit.
Let's have your take on it. You must be thrilled to be up on the podium. It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it? Things are really heating up between you and your rival, aren't they? It was more like dodgems than Formula 1 today, wasn't it? Appreciate your time.
So after that round of questions from Claire there, just got to say what a fantastic race we had there in Austria. Really looking forward to the rest of the season, especially this big update package that we've got coming for Germany. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. It's the big red button beneath the video.